Hi, Slot family. Anthony Bateman Sr. coming to you this evening. It's late, pretty late. It's like, it's in the morning, actually. I think it's 20 after 1, something like that. Quarter after, somewhere around there. Anyways, when I get really tired, I don't remember good, and so I watch the videos, and the man that I'm thinking about, or that mentioned, that I couldn't remember his name. It was, his name is Greg. His channel's Clearwater 124. I've been watching a lot of his stuff now. I still watch Harry, still, everybody else that I mentioned before. But Greg's a new one, and I'm subscribed to your channel, bro, and I love your channel, actually. I said the old guy, you're like 8 years older than me, but you're still mobile. I'm the old guy. So please don't take offense to that. But anyways, I love your channel. I think you're really cool, man. And I've been on top of my table twice. And I'm so out of shape. I didn't stand up on it because I have to strengthen the legs. I never put any brackets in there, so it's kind of wobbly. And I felt uneasy being up there. I mean, my ceilings are kind of low, so I can't really stand up on there. And my table, I don't know how high your table is. My table's pretty high. I did it that way so I can go under there with a car creeper if I have to do any wiring. But to be honest with you, I'm going to pay an electrician to, I don't want to shorten anything out. I have this nice Only slot box, and I don't want to shorten the thing out. And I'm not really comfortable in wiring because I did some stuff of my own, but that's just when I took the wall out. I put new outlets. I took the wire, stripped it, but I went in the junction box. I didn't mess with the breaker box. I learned, I think it was in junior high school, because they had to see where you wanted to go for high school. So I did it in a practice box once. So electricity, I'll pass. But anyways, so tomorrow, Lord willing, my friend Tom's taking me out for breakfast. After I pick him up and bring him to a place there. He got some, not tickets, what do you call that? Gift card. So we're going to do that tomorrow, and then who knows? I might bring him back here for a little bit if he wants to check this out. And then I gotta finish cutting those parts out, because what Greg built for his second tier, I have what do you call it? I call it swiggles. It's not swiggles. S curves. I have a long straightaway that's going to go on top like he did it, and underneath, but not. I'm going to do a partial, because I have a 4-lane, so half of it'll be underneath the track that's suspended in the air, and that's going to be the full length. You know how his is against the wall. Mine is, it's not against the wall, but it's next to the wall, so I can walk around it. And that's going to be 22 feet long, because I'm going to add 2 feet. So I have to do it to build the track right, but what's going to stink is it's going to take away for where I will watch my fish with the aquarium. So I got so if I can, when I pull this table together, it'll be, I think, 4 foot that way. So I'm not going to have much more room down that way after I had the 2 feet. I really didn't want to do that, but I mean, I could do whatever I want with this track. But I'll be telling you, I'll be glad when it's all built, really, because if I did something like Harry and Lafayette, 4-lane, he's got a nice sized track, and I seen how much fun him and his family had with it. Marty Ford's got a bigger track. This one's not, it's going to be as long as Marty Ford. It's going to be 2 feet lengthwise smaller. Widthwise, I think he said his is, I don't know if his is 8 feet or 10 feet. Mine's 10 feet, I think 10 feet, 1 inch, maybe. Something like that. So, I know I have more feet than he does, and I'm not in competition with anybody to do stuff like that. I'm not that type of person. I just wanted to build my own thing, but there's guys' ideas I'm using, you know. I like how Harry did some of this stuff. I like how Greg did his stuff. Actually, I liked how he showed how he did his tricks. I was wondering how he got the paint job so nice and neat without getting on the metal. And I seen he took a X-Acto knife and cut the tape off and peel it up. So now I know how he do that trick. Then there's this guy, Anthony Ramsey. I like how he does his track too. Some of his stuff. You know, who else? There's so many guys, you know. Oh, DNA. I like their size track. That's why I kept forgetting what their name was. Dahi, I think the father's name is, and the daughter, now I can't remember her name. See what I mean? Yeah, oh. So, my long-term memory is great. My short-term memory is getting worse, actually. This, one day at a time. You know what? My man cave's a mess, but you know what? I love it down here. I wish it was straightened up, you know. And it was, but I kept getting more stuff. I even, I was going down the street called Crane Avenue, and this person shot this cabinet out. And I was like, oh, I could use this. You know, it was so heavy. It was like made out of some real wood, but most of it like this real dense particle board. Like I said, I used to be strong as an axe, but I'm not no more, by no means. I should have did some kind of exercise, but I didn't. Because when you got pain ripping through your joints, you know, I lifted a split routine. If I didn't lift weights, I would feel guilty. Oh, I loved how it made me feel, you know. And I didn't take no steroids and none of that stuff. The only thing is, when I got older, I even mentioned this before too. I forget which video it is, I don't, but testosterone, you got to be careful with that stuff. You know, my wife kept saying, oh, you don't need it, you're nothing wrong with you, but I was addicted to loving her up, and it enhances what you got, you know. But there's a downside to it, just like taking steroids. Same stuff. Because they had me on Well, I took bodybuilder stuff, this Cyprinate, and one of them was, what do you call it stuff? I always forget the name of that stuff. Something Bolin. It wasn't Decadural Bolin. This other stuff. And I could feel it going in my body, you know. Well, when they ran out of one stuff, so I actually got stacked with two stuffs. And it made me really aggressive when I went out to eat with this friend. This guy looked at me. I'm not even going to tell you what so that stuff is dangerous, you know. But it messed with my blood. It gave me more red blood cells, and then it messes with your heart. That's why a lot of bodybuilders, they end up dying early in life, you know. If I took that stuff weightlifting, I know I would have been benching in 800s, you know, no problem. But that, I don't know. It's not worth it. You look at a lot of guys now. Even, I love this wrestler, John Cena. He's not a lot of commercials. I don't know if you're familiar with that stuff, but you look how he shrunk down. All them guys shrink down once he... It's true. I shrunk down because of atrophy. I got nothing. I should have done something, but I just stopped. I said, you know what? That pain is through the roof. So what am I going to do? Keep lifting weights and make it worse? Or I probably wouldn't have if I just did light weights. I have little dumbbells and stuff. I got rid of all my big, heavy artillery weights. I gave them to one of my best friends. You know, but I don't do nothing. I sit down in that chair. You know, my lifting weights is drinking soda. Once in a while, I have a beer. Like I'm buying see, I'm blowing off course again from slot cars. But anyways, last beer I bought was Blue Moon. And I bought a 12-pack, and it lasted, wow, I would say 2 months. And I gave the last of them for my friend when he come over. You know, but I like more of a watered-down beer now. Like Rolling Rock or Miller beer. My favorite beer is Hefeweizen, a German beer. But I like, what's that stuff? Guinness, I even drink that, you know. My favorite is Killing's Red, one of them. I used to drink a lot of that when I was younger. Not to get drunk, I love the taste of it when I'm eating my food. You know, I gotta, like tonight, I overdid it. You know, I didn't eat all day, really. My friend, the one I take him around and get his stuff. Well, he treated me to 2 fillet of fish. He got 2 fillet of fish. And that's all I had all day long. But when I went in from messing with the track, I picked my girlfriend up because she was having a good time with grandkids. And I ate, I buy frozen food when I don't feel like cooking. I got a Marie Calendar, I love turkey, mashed potatoes. No, turkey. Yeah, it was turkey, mashed potatoes, and dressed stuffing. I just forgot to buy my can of cranberry. Well, anyways, one would have been good, but no, I had to have 2 of them. And then after that, I started thinking of tater tots, so I put them. My wife bought this air fryer thing. Boom, boom. I put them in there. I ate a whole pile of those. And that wasn't good enough. I had sausage. This would be the 3rd day I ate it. That's a big tube of Jimmy Dean's. And what I do is I take, I know it ain't good for you, country white bread by Arnold's, and I just like that once in a while. Or I get a oat nut butter, toast it up, put butter on it. And 2 little thick, I call it this thick sausages, and eat that. Drink a whole half a V8 juice. You know, it's like fruit juice, 100% the fruit one. And then I cracked another bottle open, you know, and then, well, before that, you know, I drink a soda too. Junk, you know. Now I feel uncomfortable. My back's itching for me. I gotta have my girlfriend scratch it. Those mosquitoes are tearing me up tonight. Whew, they take you away. But, yeah, so I'm pretty psyched up. Clearwater, man, he got me, every guy I watch, I'm sorry, Greg. Now I know your name. Every time I watch different guys, I get different views on stuff. And everybody's unique, you know. I love this, I call it a brotherhood. You guys are my family now. My Slack Car family. I mean that. So, this end's nice. That end's crazy. You know, my brother just, who was that? Was it my brother? No, it was a friend. Well, my other friend, Mike. The guy who I miss seeing because he used to live in, not too far from here, about, I don't know, 35 minutes away. And I'm in Pittsfield. He lived in North Ave. Now he lives way out Greenfield, towards Vermont. You know, the other side of it. I live near Vermont too, but he's farther. He's more east. You know, be more east. North, but east. And he's not too far from Boston if you go from where he is. But, anyways, I said, Tom, why don't you just, what you wanted to build, just build it. And he said, you know what, if you don't like it, take it apart, you know. I'll have extra track. So, you know, that's okay. You know, as long as I take care of it, it's, I'll always have it, you know, I just gotta take care of it. I have to, I have so many dreams I want to do and so many things I want to do and no catch, but I went to this, when I was a driver, I went to this person, I had to pick this lady up with her husband. I met him, he was really cool. He had like, maybe 4 solar panels sitting in front of his lawn, right up against the house. But, you know, instead of hedges, he had solar panels. And I was thinking about doing this just a talk. I was thinking about doing that. Nothing to do with my box in my house, but I have a line dedicated just to like run, we call that, dehumidifier. Because I'm telling you right now, that dehumidifier, it's almost like an air conditioner, really. Except, you know, pulls the moisture out. But when it pulls the moisture out, actually, it makes it cooler down here. But my electric bill's not cool. It's like wasted. But really, I want to keep this track nice. So this is just talk, dream talk. Dehumidifier, and we call those things a air filter. A nice one, though. By Honeywell, maybe. Something, I have to look up something that's going to move a big volume of, keep the dust down, you know. If I can have they have a power supply too. So say if the sun's not that out, it's not really that cool, the battery part will kick in. And worst comes to worst, I could just unplug it like this. Got nothing to do with the electrical box, and then just plug it from the house current. But I need to do something too. You know, electric bill, I don't know about you guys, but they went up in the Northeast. You know, gas is up. Everybody blames the president. It's not the president's fault. The president can't say to the company XYZ. It'd be like them telling us what we could spend and what we can't spend, or what we can charge and what we can't charge. Those companies just gotta stop being greedy. But anyways, I don't think it's ever going to happen. So I have a pellet stove too. You know, it doesn't use that much juice the way they build those things. So I got one for down here. I never even fired it up yet. Brand new. I don't even want to tell you what that one costs. This one up here, I bought this one in, I want to say 2008. It's a Quadra-Fire. It'll drive you out of here, really. This one's high end too. I can't remember the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Too lazy to walk over and find the paperwork. So whatever I can do to on these lights down here, these are all LEDs, which is pretty cool. So that knocks the juice down, you know. But I kind of got a second wind, but I gotta get up early in the morning again. But when I talk to you guys, I don't think about other things. You know, I just don't. So, excuse me. I got 21 minutes here. I just don't want to ramble because I go off, you know, excuse me, talking about all kinds of stuff. So, tomorrow I got to get that done. I didn't build the frame yet. The wood's already cut. I might even have, I'm hoping there's 2 sheets there, because if there is, what I mean about 2 sheets, it's 8 foot long, 2 foot wide. I think there might be 2 of them there, I hope. And then one of them I just got to cut 2 feet, I don't know, say 2 feet, 3/8, ½ inch, something like that. You know what? I might even go under a little bit, maybe 2 foot quarter, 2 foot and a quarter, something like that. I think. So that's another thing. What I'm gonna have to do, I got to get a pillow because I can't kneel down in this concrete, and then I have to put a chair so I can lift myself up. I just gotta stop being lazy, go underneath and measure from underneath. You know, I think I can do it. Yeah, I think I can do that. Because today I should have used my 4 foot level, because that's what I ended up doing in here, because I couldn't snap the line good, and then when I kicked the saw in, the wind blew the chalk off. And and then I changed the measurements smaller, and I should have scribbled out or to check. I know better than that, because of framing houses. I know better. When I do something like that, Don Murphy, boom, snaps right in my head. Common sense and eyesight. And my father, stop being lazy, do it right. Boom. So now, I didn't get to make it the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. It's still you know what? It might be just as well. You know, but I love how Greg put, he made his pillars out of, I don't know, I'm just saying, maybe it's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And then he took it looks like a 1/4 inch piece of, I don't know if it's plywood or what it is. I don't know what that is, but it might not even be, I say quarter of an inch. We'll just say quarter of an inch. About that long, and he put his track on top. Right? So, mine's got to be a little longer because it's a 4-lane. And it's got to go extend, out. And, but if I kept it simple, this end's not going to be a problem so far. But I even had to add to this. So, what I wanted was, I liked how the Lunch King, his layout, because like I said, that's what I wanted to build. But it would take up a lot of my cellar, and I can't because the pool table, that's another thing I'm arguing because the pool table, how often is it going to be used? But when it does get used, like my girlfriend's daughters, they love shooting pool. And one of my daughters likes shooting pool, and her husband shoots pool. And my son, he used to like it as a kid, but I don't know about now, he's into the video game thing. He works 2 jobs, works at the hospital. But he likes to relax doing that. I can't do video games. I'm old school. I tried playing with him. I get dizzy from him. The only game I liked, it was my favorite game. I got this cradle cap on my head. I'm trying to get rid of it. They used to sell them. I don't know if you can buy them anymore, but it looks like a calculator short fishing pole. And guys in the fire department, for pastime, I see them doing this. It's got a reel on it. And I bought my son one, and I was using it just as much as him. And then, like when he went to bed at night, I'm sitting down in a chair. It's another thing. I do like watching fishing too. I love fishing. It sucks because there's a spot where my brother Rodney goes. I used to walk down all through them woods, and I think it's called Sackett. It is called Sackett Brook, and it's got lots of native trout in there, which you don't see too much. My brother goes there, but he don't clean them out, because they'll be able to spawn, make more. So, but you know what? I love eating them things, man. They're so tiny. The bones are like crunchy. I eat the whole bones. I don't eat the head or none of that crap, but a lot of times I'll even leave the head on. I just eat all around it, I like the tails are crunchy, fins, I like trout. I like all fish, just about all fish. But that's what I wanted to do that for the last few days. And this morning, before I picked my friend up, my brother said, just leave your fishing pole in your truck. I don't, because I don't know when I'm going to pick somebody up, family or whatever, or groceries. That truck, I wanted a quad cab, but I got what was available. This I used, but it only had like 20-something miles on it. And it's 21. So I did pretty good on it, I just don't like the payments, But whatever. Got to do it. Got to have it. But what am I at now? It's almost 30 minutes. So tomorrow, I really needed probably to do what I got to do, 2 or 3 packs at 230s. I ordered, they're smaller, and I only needed a few of them, and I bought a pack of 6, and it didn't do what There's no way I could use it the way I was going to do it. There's just no way. It wouldn't work. I didn't think about it. I get tired. Like right now, I don't even know what my blood sugar is, but I got jacked up on sugar. Plus I had that Cola that's got caffeine in it, and then I had it's made by I think V8 juice, but there's a V8 drink I think, and there's a V8 juice. The V8 juice is got all juice in it. The other stuff's just sugar and water. I don't mess with that. I used to make freezes out of it. And the doctor says, that's putting the weight on. I go, what do you mean it's juice? He goes, no, it's the sugar. And he was right. But I still didn't butt this together because that's another thing. I have to see this. Every time I want to make plans, I get screwed up because of money thing. Friday, hopefully Social Security they'll give me my money that I earned, But I have to build, that's just going to get cold, and I ain't going to want to be messing with that in the rain and junk. I have to build that tool shed because that's going to free up the crap out of here. And then when I get that bigger toolbox, because I have totes full of tools, paint tools, propane, plumbing stuff. I bought it's by Husky, by Home Depot. I thought that would be enough. I have too many tools. There's just one. I use this on my ATV. Yeah. Look at this. Or bolts. I had a 6-wheel drive ATV. And then I ain't lifting the crap up, but big pipe wrenches. I have a lot of tools. So between my 3 brothers, and I got stuff too, so if they don't have, I have it, If they have, I can use it. It's like boom, because we're going to get it back, I don't let my tools out like I did. I have to really like the person, I trust the person, what I'm afraid of, and I don't like to play the blame game or anything, but I have something down here that I don't see. I had a gun case down here. I think there was 3 guns in there. There was a shotgun in there, a .22, and this shitty gun my brother gave me. I'm not going to use that thing. It looks like it's a pump 12-gauge shotgun, but it's got this big dumb bar that comes down. It's like one of the first ones, man. I ain't using that. Excuse my language, shitty gun. I don't want it. So my brother says it's worth money. To me, it ain't worth shit to me, because I ain't going to use it. My friend, my best friend, he had a Benelli, and he's gone now. So he's been gone now. This sucks. I think he's been gone 8 years maybe now. He owned a fireworks company. But I loved him. His name is Dave Lewis. He has a beautiful family. And he said, now I'm going to let you in my family of fireworks, because I did fireworks professionally too. I do have a video, but not me lighting them. I did on a shitty phone. Oops, I just trying to swear. On a crappy phone. And when I worked at a school of trouble use, and it got smashed, along with pictures of my wife, Anne Marie, and I. those phones, the guys at work, they go, did you get it with a SIM card? What's a SIM card? It's a little chip thing. If my phone got smashed, if I had a chip in it, if I can get a cheesy phone, all I do is take the chip out and then put it into another phone. Well, I didn't get that until later on, you know. Now I just buy Apple phones. You know, I have a lot of pictures, a lot of his family and friends, you know. And a lot of videos, ton of videos. But if you notice, when you get to know me, I switch gears a lot. Sometimes I forget what I was talking about. I gotta go to bed. It's like, I'm just guessing it's probably like 1:30, or I'll say it's 20 of 2. I gotta get a clock. I do have a racing clock down here. I bought it used. The plastic was broken, but if I can somehow get it out and then have a piece of acrylic cut and put it in there, that'd be nice. But you know, my watch is on my phone, but it's filming. I can't, you know, I don't want to mess with it because I filmed tonight and I lost 44 minutes of my first stuff. And I never rehearse my stuff. It just come right from my mind, you know. But, oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I gotta stop being lazy. Oh. That's about the only muscles I really use. Is my triceps. To pull myself up. That's to push myself up. So I thought I needed this. And, I gotta pee again. I bought 6 of these. Right, whoops. And I have one that my friend gave me that's got 4 of these tips. Was made in, I would say, price tag is on there. I'm going to say early 2000s. Something like that. You know, late 90s maybe. So, but anyways, I bought 6 of these. So, I'm going to take that one, the old one out, swap it out with this, put it with the set, and then the stuff I bought off of, I'm so mad I bought that, because you know what? I said, I like going there too, but you know what, I'm not even going to go there no more. This guy's, he's got money, he's got an awesome store. There's nothing like seeing it, like I said. But when he sold me that track, it was in a box. I roughly looked at it, so it's my fault, but he charged me too much for it. I could have bought brand new track. And you know what I did? So, I'm not using that track. That's a loss. You know what I mean? If I know somebody needed it, I would just give it to them. I would actually, as long as the price, I can get beat up on the price, I just FedEx it to them because I'm not using it. One guy said, you can just clean it up. It'd be good. No. Stainless steel, I worked in a factory where they made paper pulp and machines. And stainless steel can be contaminated and it can rust. Right on my sink, because if you leave I swear again, I'm trying not to swear. If you leave stuff in the sink and it's got rust on it, it can believe me, it can contaminate it. Google it. But anyways, enough of that. I'm done with that old stuff. This whole thing's new. I bought 3 sets off of Brian Young. I bought stuff at that place because I really wanted it. It was new. But I bought the old stuff. It's down in Framingham. Foxborough. We call it Hobby Quarters. The guy is nice. He's a salesman, you know. Good for him. He got a sucker that bought it. And so I'm out. I'm not using it. So, but it's just, it might be too busy down there, you know. That's got to make sense. If I could push it out more, but I don't want to. Oh, I know. I switched gears to my set pool table. When my band equipment was set over there, it looked awesome because you can see my bass cabinet. I always wanted it, but then after I bought it, I wish I bought something different. But I did buy what I wanted. It was a Hartke. It has 4 tens and a horn in the middle. I bought 2 of those. I bought a Hartke head. The new heads are better. Victor Wooten, he's a bass player. I don't like that. I paid brand new. It was $650 on sale. I forgot how much it's up there in wattage. I don't want it, no. Right now I own it, so it's a tube in solid state. You know, there's Eden heads. So I was looking at a used Eden head. There's see, when I get tired like this, forget it. I guess I'm like useless when I'm tired. You know. My drum set, it's a DW. You know, it don't come with the cymbals. I bought a cheap pack of cymbals, and then I bought a decent ride cymbal. A hi-hat, you know, it's my first stuff, but it was like a pearl white, like say a clam shell, like an oyster shell inside. But then it turned yellow. I ain't happy with that, bro. Not at all. My niece, because she likes to come over here and play. I said, I want her husband to come up because I gave it to her. She goes, no, Uncle Tony, I can't. You paid too much money for her. You know what? I love my niece. I don't use that thing. I'm farting around with it. I should be really good, you know, but. So, I would like to give it to my grandkids, but they live in a military base. They don't have their own house. I don't want to get them in trouble, you know. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. If I do give that away, if I knew and I felt comfortable about it, they wouldn't sell it, like giving it to a church. You know. Because if I want another drum set, I'll buy another drum set down the road. But my stuff looked cool, man. Now it's over there, right next to the furnace. And then get back to the pool table. I don't think it's going to get used much. You know, I might get bored like I did at work. Nobody really wanted to shoot pool anymore. Those old timers did. The station, firehouse, new guys, you know, they got rid of them all. But another thing too, guys, those old timers were good at shooting darts. Wow. So then when I went to headquarters, they had a heavy bag down there. Guys used to do that. I lifted weights. You know, ping pong table. Those old timers, they love that stuff. The new guys, they don't do that stuff. They don't even have it in the station no more. So times are just different now. I've been digging this crater cap out of my head. Stuff's nasty. But like I said, it was a gift. My wife is so happy to give that. She was my ex-wife. She was so happy to give that to me, you know. Those memories, I have great memories, you know. So, I hope I never lose my memory. That's not cool. See, this stuff, my girlfriend's been putting this cortisone stuff, the pharmacist. She rubs it in and it softens it up, and I don't like long fingernails because I don't think that's sanitary, but I'm digging this crap out of my head. Because all I noticed I was upstairs making a video. I seen all these dark spots. I go, man, it looks gross. So my girlfriend goes, I've been telling you about a while ago. I go, what are you talking about? Well, she wasn't kidding. So I shouldn't be digging it. I don't want to gross you guys out. But I just love, I had you guys to talk to. Everybody's sleeping here. You know, I have all this, I have O-scale trains, and I like German trains, especially old steam engines. By far, I think they're the coolest. And I like stuff from the United States, too. Can't beat our stuff. There are steam engines, too. We had really cool ones, too. So, but anyways, I used to go, it's still going on, and I would like to go to it, but I can't walk far. It's called the Big Eastern States Exposition. They got everything there, but what I loved a long time ago, I loved the German section. I mean, I love they had LGB trains. That's what I got. G-scale trains. They're big. You can run them outside. Well, that's what I wanted down here. But now people complain about Carrera track being big. Well, G-scale track's big. You know, what I really wanted to build, if I had an N scale, it's kind of small, but you could build a whole city. You can build a nice layout, really, but I wanted to run railroad operations. You know, because down here, that was all going to be trains down here. Not no racetrack. And then I go, you know what? I was watching Brian Young. He sold me on the SCX. But there's things I don't like about it. The Carrera or Scale Electric, or I forget the other one. But if you chip them or whatever, you can run any car on this stuff. That track you can't. You know, and the hand throttles, I think they're junk. I don't know about, I'm sure the new ones, the wireless are good, but I don't care for their hand throttles. I think they burn out. They're junk. But anyways, that's my opinion on that. But I loved it. I used it a lot, and then it wasn't running right. I would take another remote control out, and then the track was so long, I needed we call those feeder wires, and I didn't do that, you know. And I think that was part of the problem too. But I have no complaints with the Carrera. I'm sold. Well, I love the Carrera. But so my train set's going over this side and that. It's going to be like kind of like a dog bone. And I want to make a rail yard on this end. I have to make everything smaller now. If I don't do the pool table, I can have a pretty good layout down here for trains. That's the thing. It's just, I wish this house was double the length. And I wish it was one floor. Or there's a house I see, it's like, they got just a little section of it that's 2-story and the rest of it's long. And then I would have liked to, there's a beautiful house. It's it's in Windsor, Mass. I mean, I fell in love with it, man. It's a lot bigger than this. Like I'm only in basically my living room whole day. I come down here at nighttime, sometimes in daytime, and then I just wish I gotta stop wishing because believe me, I am thankful I have a home. There's people that don't even have a home. So I'm thankful to God and Jesus I have a home. You can only live in one room at a time. The only thing is bathrooms, I wish I had 3 because like if my son's taking a bath or shower and all of a sudden my girlfriend's got to pee a lot too on the medicine she's on, so that's like crazy, I'll take a pee can with me, pee jug, but this house only has 1 bathroom. 2's nice, 3 would be the charm, really. That's called a Sandy flush. They're pretty slick. My best friend, Bro Mendel, I have lots of best friends. I call it best friends like 8 altogether. Can count on my hands. And Jerry Higgins was the top. Bro Mendel and my bro, Rob, he's younger. That man's my bro. He's going to have a baby soon, which I can't wait to see him and his wife having a baby. So, other than that, my friends are gone. It takes a lifetime really to say somebody's your friend because I had too many disappointments. So, but you guys are cool. So, I should button this up. But this is like, I'll show you one more time the disaster down here. Look at this is nuts. I bought some lollipops here, the Dum Dum kind. I got so much moisture down here, they kind of melted. So, and then my friend kind of scared me because moisture's not good for electronic stuff, and I have to turn my base cabinet on and praying to God it's not, the moisture didn't funk stuff up down here. Then I got my stereo stuff. I bought some stuff, electrical spray. I gotta do the knobs. At first I'm gonna pull the head off. I'm not gonna plug it in for a while because those capacitors hold electricity. So I ain't had a thing on, over a year, all that, over a year. So I'm gonna take a vacuum cleaner, or maybe, if I get my compressor going, blow it out, and then spray with the knobs and stuff with the electrical cleaner. Get that so they sound better, and then, see, I gotta pee again. I gotta shut down, guys. I'm almost at an hour now, just talking. Some about slot cars, some about, I'll show you something. I showed my friend this, I took a picture of it. Like I telling you guys, I hung around mostly older guys. I really hang around many guys my age when I was younger. I didn't get along with them. The old guys are more mature, you know. So anyways, the old guys, I looked up to Jerry, Eddie, Ike, Joe, Gerald, and Mike Hermansky. My father bought me this. I was 8 years old. All the guys, and this is like a metal. Let's see if I can get the back off. You can change the crystals that were the channels. There's channel A and B, but you can put any channel in. Because channel 9 is supposed to be emergency. Because back then, the civil defense, they would kick you off. And they had stuff to find out where you... See, that battery's dead. But anyways, see if you guys can see that. Imagine that. I got the other one packed away. But I always took care of my stuff. It's I bought it at the time. It was called Lafayette Radios. They sold ham radios. And they sold base rate station radios, and they sold walkie-talkies, the good ones. And now the little ones, the new stuff is pretty good. You know what? This should work, but I don't know if, I think transistors can dry out, so. But what really stinks is my son doesn't have any sentimental values, you know. He's a minimalist, my friend said. He's really a neat freak like my mom. Everything's perfect. My officer and friend Terry Andrews was the same way. Totally neat. Everything picked up. Not like this. No way. Nice. But my dad got me these. You know, my dad, he goes, you're trying in school. You know, I had a hard time in school. I didn't learn how to read till I was in 10th grade. I daydreamed a lot. I love science though, and I loved anything like that. I got good marks in it, but other than that, you got to know how to read. And I finally got my teacher, Gloria Rappaport, who I would really love to see again someday because she's up there. She's got to be. I would say maybe 90, maybe. Close to 90. And I love her. I can't imagine, you know, if I didn't have her. But anyways, my dad, he bought me these and I cherish them. I still have them from 8 years old. I have a magnifying glass from my grandmother. And I was in the 3rd grade when I got that. Still got it. You know what? That magnifying glass is worth more to me than all this down here. If you could believe that. A little magnifying glass. Because it meant a lot to me, my grandmother. She used to use one for reading. She'd go, oh no, Buster. I don't want you to slip and fall and break it because I need to read. So she goes, I'm going to up to North Street, uptown, today. And she said, I'll get you one. And I came home from school. There it is. Oh, I got a little battery. So I hope this is recorded still. But anyway, Slot family, we're almost at an hour. as seconds, and then we'll call it a wrap. You know. So hopefully I'll fall asleep. Yeah. Remember when I was outside? I was exhausted. I couldn't remember crap. Now I'm like, I eat that food right awake. That's what I used to do when I worked the third shift at night. You know, when I'm off from the fire department, I work nights, overnights. I had trouble use, you know. So I ate to stay awake. That's what I really got a little blunked out. Like what blunked mean? Fat. I love you, Slap family. I'll talk more, hopefully, racetrack stuff than just stuff. I just like sharing things with you guys. I love you very much. Get some sleep. Peace out.